For the Tangent on Veritas Catholic Network, I'm Father Sam Kachuba with your daily gospel reflection. Today we read from Luke chapter 11, verses 37 through 41. Jesus says to the Pharisees here who are watching him eat, who are observing that he's not doing some of the prescribed ritual washings. And he says, "O Pharisees, although you cleanse the outside of the cup and the dish, inside you are filled with plunder and evil." Inside you are filled with plunder and evil. Cleanse the inside first, and then worry about whether or not the dish is clean. Here, it's good for us to remember Luke writes primarily to a Gentile audience, that is, to people who are not bound by the Jewish law. We also remember that it is St. Peter, recounted to us in the Acts of the Apostles, who has this great vision of even unclean animals being given to him to eat. And it's therefore St. Peter in this vision who teaches that Jesus sets us free from these dietary laws, from these particular ritual prescriptions. Instead, he wants us to live in his freedom. And so Luke is reminding his Gentile audience here that Jesus calls us to a deeper interior purification. The external ritual washings may be good. There's certain hygienic purposes to them, right? And of course, it's please, before you eat a meal, sit down and wash your hands. It's not a bad thing to do. But there's something more. There's something more that is given to us here. And Luke, writing to an audience that may be confused by certain ritual laws, by certain ideas of what is pure or clean or unclean, they hear the most essential thing. We have to cleanse our hearts. We have to cleanse our hearts, not in a literal sense, but in a spiritual sense. And so he says, but as to what is within, give alms, and behold, everything will be clean for you. And so Jesus teaches us how to cleanse the inside. That generosity of spirit, that turning away from sin, that giving of ourselves. And that is how we clean what is inside. Today, let us look to that interior purity and cleanliness so that we can follow the Lord with pure hearts.